to the Whitest House. Slave souls haunt the halls when the light is out. Except the blood of the poor and the wet they mouth. The last gas of a world that is dying out. Welcome to the Whitest House, where every room is a tomb that they lie about. Where you can put your filthy feet on the finest couch, and for the right amount, you can even buy it out.
That's the essence of your entire political identity. You might be a white supremacist.
All right,
here we go. All right, putting a beat to it. Yeah.
Oh, you fancy, huh?
Hold on now. That's the
hardest part. Gotta be ambidextrous. We back. What up? Welcome back to This Week in White Supremacy. Had a little break last week. You know, we had a lot of Juneteenth festivities popping off. You know what I mean? And we're here, man. We're here.
We are here. We're here.
I'm Jasiri X. I'm co-founder and CEO of One Hood Media. And to my immediate right,
Unbroken soul, the lover, house. Person who's living it up inside and outside. It's your girl, Miracle.
But are you you're going to stay here though, right, Miracle? You're not ready to. Beyonce don't got you ready to quit.
You know, no. You know, we're expanding. You know, we're expanding into different states and stuff.
Come on, we're growing. Yes, okay, that's good.
Moving.
That's good. The Unbroken Soul. Hey, Beyonce had people hype. Beyonce was like,
well, shit.
Probably a lot of call-offs this morning. My brother.
It's your boy, Treble never liked supremacy.
Yes.
Nature love shy.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Here to bring the peace and the good vibes.
Yes, we need good vibes. Kind of like the new Drake, right? You coming with the vibes, right?
I mean, it was alright vibes.
You know you got better vibes than that.
Yeah,
right.
For sure.
All right, and my brother.
Yeah, man.
You know?
The Velvet Voice Villain. The MAGA Muslim.
Oh, we're claiming it now.
We're claiming it
now.
Undergoing my megamorphosis. You know, I started off as just a conservative caterpillar. Now I'm a rhino hunting butterfly.
Oh shit.
Oh my God! Yeah,
man,
be careful with them gunshots.
All of it, man. All of it.
Yeah, it's getting wild. So, how was you all's? You know, I know we had our Juneteenth event Saturday. Shout out
liberating.
Yeah, Mikhail, Marcus, the Pirates, that was dope. And then the 19th. But yesterday was the official Juneteenth holiday. Did you all do anything special? Anything?
I went to see Top Gun.
Oh, that's
what's up.
Yeah.
Very MAGA of you to go see Top Gun on Juneteenth.
Listen, I wanted to see some bombs. I wanted to see some air superiority.
It's Juneteenth, not July 4th. You understood that? You understand that?
It's all the same to me. Yeah, I know. I went to cinema, man. You know, I got some groceries yesterday.
Hey, you kicked it.
That's what's up.
Yeah, and slept in a little bit.
Did you all do anything? Miracle? Trouble?
I made a cheesecake because, it was like the finale of Nate's birthday weekend.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you celebrate the whole weekend?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Live freedom.
I just chilled. You know what I'm saying? Just tried to rest as best as I can.
Okay. All right. Good. Miracle?
Now that I realize it, my landlord stopped by my apartment and was like, "When are you leaving?"
You just start playing break my soul.
I was like, wait a minute, it's okay. No, I just chilled out, had a good day, caught up on some work, did some reading, celebrated the holiday, and just relaxed, good vibes.
Well, apparently there were some other activities that were happening on Juneteenth in the workplace.
I mean,
a video emerged that showed a watermelon eating contest at a Home Depot with
do you want me to cue that up?
Sure. I mean,
people can't see it.
It's just the music.
Yeah,
but
people can't see it.
The music will let you know kind of what went down.
It was so. Let me preface this by saying that this is one of those things that teeters on racism, and you're not sure how racist it is or not, but the music will.
Yeah. It's kind of loud.
Watch it.
So what people don't realize
is that
all the black employees are sitting at a table.
Yes.
racing and chowing down on watermelon.
Yes.
For what
While
company is
their
this?
non-black counterparts
Yes.
are recording and watching. Now, we know, me, myself, and I, we like a good watermelon.
Yes.
And we eat some watermelon.
Yes.
And yes, people eat watermelon on Juneteenth and all the summer holidays because it's
Yes.
delicious.
Absolutely.
But what we don't do.
Yes.
What we don't do is do this in mixed company.
I mean,
For the contest.
what?
Maybe it was the finals, and like we don't know the backstory. So my backstory is like everybody was doing like the watermelon eating contest.
I did eat watermelon
and then
yesterday.
This was,
I'm not
the
gonna lie to you.
finals, and then I'm trying to make
Miracle.
it sound better.
I mean,
for my people.
If I show up to work and you go in like the little break room and there's like a little flyer that on Juneteenth there's a watermelon eating contest. I'm calling
HR?
I'm calling Benjamin Crump like, hey yo, hey Ben Crump, like we got.
I got a bag for you. I got a bag for you right now.
No way. So to even suggest that this is what we should do, but then to actually participate, and then that the one brother was so enthusiastic.
Yes.
I mean, what was the prize? What was a day
Freedom.
off? I mean,
You're gonna taste some freedom.
it's the freedom for you. I mean, I just
freedom for me.
I just can't. I just can't in my mind. We'll have to send email this video so he can put it in.
Yo,
there.
listen.
I mean, I can't.
It's just,
in
the
my
way that
mind.
he just so aggressively, it looked like every like minstrel cartoon ever. Because he was like a chainsaw on.
And just like you said, I mean, you're not gonna do that in front of your family. You know what I'm
No.
saying?
I mean, he might, though.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know.
In this day and age, nothing would surprise me.
With the Home Depot apron on.
It was on work festivities. You know, they were like, it's Juneteenth. We have to build camaraderie as a team. What can we do to honor Juneteenth?
Yeah, I mean,
Serve
And
these
they
niggas so they
said
get apples.
a
You blacks are
watermelon.
going to eat this watermelon, and we're going to record and judge.
and right. And obviously, they're going to win because
Well,
they're black
look
people,
at the
right?
technique from Terrell. All the way down to the Rhine. The way he just went from side to side. Gee, can we play that back?
Yeah, I think we have to. I mean, and this was kind of a conversation around Juneteenth, right? Because this was the federal holiday. It was kind of corporatized in many ways. So we do have to really bring, what are our Juneteenth boundaries, right? You know what I'm saying? Like you said, we like
Watermelon chicken and grits. It's like, is that where we draw the line?
Well, I mean, I think we would draw the line if you're like, hey, let's have watermelon salad for Juneteenth. Like, no, that's not.
What if Nancy Pelosi came out in a kente cloth and served you a plate of watermelon?
Absolutely not.
And fried chicken.
Yeah, so I think I don't know, man.
Did Popeyes run any deals on Juneteenth?
I
No, but they're
don't
bringing
think
back
so.
59-cent chicken because it's like their 60th anniversary. But that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, that's neither here
what
nor there.
I would like is for us as a community to come together and figure out what Juneteenth looks like
Yes.
for us.
Yeah.
Because I like having the party, I like having the festivities, I liked going downtown and hanging out. Like people are like, this is like DC and Atlanta.
Yes.
And I was like, that's stretching it. But it was a good weekend just to be out and about.
Absolutely.
But for some reason, these corporations can't get it right, whether it's the
Yes.
watermelon salad, whether it's
new.
people
Give them
trying
time.
to
They'll
pick
figure it out.
cotton, whether it is
Trying to maybe copyright the word Juneteenth.
they just making some mistakes. So maybe, but then again, it's hard to celebrate Juneteenth when you can't adequately talk about why Juneteenth.
Why can't we talk about Juneteenth again? Isn't there a ban on something?
Yes.
And when we can't
Fascinating.
adequately talk and correctly talk about history, so it's going to be very interesting to watch. We even saw Dr. Oz put out his own little Juneteenth
Did he really?
celebration.
Yes.
Talking about equality, and people were take that equality down.
And
we
he did.
don't believe in equality here, and he had to take it back. So
Yeah.
it's going to be very.
So what happened?
interesting.
I missed this.
But he was happy Juneteenth, something about freedom, something, and equality. And people said, what the F is that?
Yeah, they were like,
Really?
equality.
They
we
narrowed
not
that one.
with that. Yeah.
What the F is
Yeah, they
Wow.
we
He
not,
said-
we not with all this equality stuff.
What the F is that?
What the fuck is that?
And so he had to take it down and put it back up. So it's hilarious. But a lot of people also
That's how I step on niggas.
said, for Juneteenth, it seemed like a lot of white people got Juneteenth off,
brand.
and a lot of the black working class employees had to work.
True.
So in some places, Juneteenth really wasn't a holiday for some folks because they were.
Yeah, like
they
my
were
maintenance
working.
man, like the maintenance man in my building yesterday, I seen him when I was on my way to the gym, and he was like, happy Juneteenth. And he was like, you were celebrating your holiday. I was like, yeah. I was like, they still got you working? He's like, yeah. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
Damn. Like, I just feel like if you're black, you should get the holiday off. It's, in my opinion, Juneteenth is the most important American holiday.
Yeah.
It's the absolute most important American holiday because you can't have July 4th because black people weren't free at that point. You didn't have freedom for black people.
We
then.
did.
Juneteenth is what symbolizes freedom for all Americans. And if you want to celebrate something, it should be Juneteenth because that's when your quote unquote doctrine of freedom and, everything that you kind of stand behind was actually ratified.
Yeah.
So you can't have one without the other. So I'm all in favor of, I know this would make them come and hunt me with the rhino guns, but you know what I mean? Abolishing 4th of July and recognize Juneteenth is the national American holiday. In my opinion.
No, I hate fireworks. So anything that's going to reduce the amount of fireworks,
Fireworks is whack. Yeah, fireworks are whack.
All for it. I know the number one fireworks distributor is up the street, but I just don't like fireworks.
Yeah. No, I
It's
feel
Newcastle,
you.
right? Isn't Newcastle the number one fireworks distributor?
Somewhere.
It's up the street.
Yeah. Well, speaking of fireworks,
Speaking of the Drake song?
no, there was some fireworks in Washington D.C. at the new hearings.
Man.
The hearings around January 6th. And
That should be a holiday in and of itself.
Oh,
January
man.
6th.
Yes.
There goes his MAGA mother.
The day that as white people we all came together.
Play the speech from Independence Day.
Is that the new American
Today,
Revolution?
We fight for our independence.
Do you see how he was like, we should get rid of July 4th?
for
January
January
6th.
And now we're in
January,
January. See the long game. You got to pay attention.
Oh my God!
I'll give you Juneteenth if you can give me the 6th of January.
Well, I mean, and I wouldn't. It's wild because one of the statements that Trump had made around January 6th. Hold on, there's so much January 6th information. Trump said the Capitol attack represented the greatest movement. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this is so Trump. He's doing his "Make America Great Again" stuff. So, but yeah, he said the greatest movement. January 6th. And so, but, at the same time, Congress, they have an investigation. They released new footage.
Which was fucking nuts.
Nuts. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely nuts.
New footage that showed kind of this coordination, right? You show the coordination of the Proud Boys. So they came on one side. You had the Oath Keepers coming on another side. And the way they did this video was fascinating.
It was almost like they had prior training. It was
Yeah.
almost like, they
mean,
were military trained
or police officers, military police officers.
Where they understood synchronicity. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. I don't know. That's a reach.
It's crazy. But it was wild to watch that video, and then underneath it was, Trump just threatening Mike Pence over and over and over again. And I didn't even realize how much pressure he was putting on Mike Pence.
Yeah, I didn't even until we
to
watched
overturn the
footage,
election. And one of the things that came out is they said during the violence, he actually tweeted out about Mike Pence's cowardice. And then you've seen people putting up a noose to hang Mike Pence. What are you all thoughts on the new revelation, some of the new video that came out around the January 6th hearings? Any thoughts?
It's not. I don't think it's. That's the thing. It's what we always knew it to be the case. To see Trump actually pulling the strings, though, is very interesting.
Right.
Him being the puppet master, actually on camera, and once all the text messages have been verified and all these things, it's nuts. But as Miracle always say, he ain't gonna see no time.
Yeah.
He ain't
Well. So
Miracle, is he gonna?
No.
Come on.
Well,
Listen,
so wait, Miracle, before you speak, right? All right, a new poll came out.
What was it?
6 out of 10 Americans believe Trump should be criminally indicted, right? There was another, it says the Capitol Attack Panel members are urging the Department of Justice to consider criminal charges for Donald Trump. They talked about the laundering of money through the election fraud. They raised a lot of money saying they were going to fight election fraud. They didn't do any of that. They said that was money laundering. The Watergate lawyer came out, Miracle, and said that like Trump's phone calls to Georgia, that was absolutely a crime.
Now, like we talked about last episode, I like me a prison boo. So let's get down to it. If they wanted to arrest and prosecute these individuals, it would already be in the works. If they're showing you video, I don't know if y'all missed it. There's these things called indictments, right? There's these things called informations. When you have evidence, you go and you arrest people and you like, hey, you did this bad thing, and we're going to arrest you and prosecute you. They don't want to.
So Miracle.
It's not going to happen. The Democrats love this chaos because they don't do their job. So they need all of this chaos and violence to distract from the fact that they really haven't done anything to like defend our democracy, like pass voting rights or secure the elections or cancel student debt or anything like that. So they're going to like look at this man
now MAGA Miracle
going through and doing this walkthrough when the Marjorie already came out and said we left the White House planning to take back this election.
Yes.
I know that's called conspiracy.
Okay, so let me pass this. Let me give you another scenario, Miracle, right? Because the House panel investigating January 6th apparently they don't have the authority to press charges. However, the Department of Justice does. So now they just came out, Miracle, and they said that they will present evidence this week that Donald Trump was involved in a failed bid to submit slates of fake electors to overturn the 2020 election. Quote, we will show evidence of the president's involvement in this scheme. Now, if they're showing all of this evidence, right, doesn't that put pressure on the Department of...
They're white men. Like, I'm to be very honest. Biden is like, now if that was a colored, he would be up under the jail.
Cornflake.
If that was
corn pop.
I would have him arrested. But no, you have to think about Nancy Pelosi is saying we need a very strong Republican Party. You have to think about all of these people who are, what did MLK said, the white moderate.
The white moderate.
Is so much on process and prestige and actual change. They're not going to. Everyone has admitted it. If you send an email saying, hey, I need a pardon, that's you saying, hey, I effed up and I did something illegal.
Yes.
Help me stay out of jail.
Help me.
The fact that someone is running, talking about, I'm going to pardon you if I get elected.
Yes.
That not only is that not okay, it's also obstruction of justice. At any point in time, the Department of Justice can arrest this man. They don't want to. They have all the evidence. They don't have the will to do so. One, they know people are upset. But two, they know that they're not going to be able to get a jury of 12 people who are going to convict him for doing these wrongs. People don't care about the big lie. They care about the fact that they can terrorize black, queer, and trans people.
Come on.
And no one's going to say or do anything about it because they have all the guns and the violence.
But like you said, Miracle, I mean, because you mentioned lawmakers asking for pardons, right? One of them was a Pennsylvania congressperson, right? Scott Perry. And supposedly, like, this is in writing, right? These are emails where they're asking for pardons. So, like, at that point, I mean, like, should we be calling? Let me just not say we. Should I be calling the Department of Justice and saying, hey, yo, are y'all going to do anything? I mean, don't they? I mean, if there's evidence of criminality, aren't they like duty bound?
No. I just want people to go and court watch. I want people to go and court watch and sit in these courtrooms that send black people to prisons and jails every single day off of emails and slang AAV and music lyrics. And and then be like, I don't understand why these white men who put stuff in emails, who has videos and are not being arrested. I'm like, listen, let my people out of prison and jail. It's obvious you're picking and choosing what crimes you want to prosecute. You're obviously picking and choosing when you want to bring down the weight of an investigation. Just let all the people go and call it a wash, and we'll just like start over in a couple of years.
Right, because I mean, and you make a great point, because like when you're talking about like RICO, clearly this is conspiracy. I mean, just like you said, Trump said that it was not a protest, January 6th, not simply a protest. It represented the greatest movement in the history of our country to make America great again. This is how he described
the
January 6th,
greatest movement
right?
in the history of the country.
Let
that marinate.
That's what. So like, it clearly, like, we have the lawyer, right? We have you know, one of the things that came out about January 6th was like, a lot of his people were going back, right? Ivanka said he lost, right? Mark Meadows and all of these people that were involved, you know, they were saying Rudy Giuliani was drunk and giving bad advice and da. So like, you have
he said Rudy was drunk?
Yeah, Rudy been
they
drunk.
said Rudy was drunk.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
he was sipping on
Liz Cheney kind of came out like, oh, y'all trying to diss, you know what I'm saying? Let's get it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they
I missed that part.
Yeah, so like, I mean, we have like, if they don't, I mean, I don't know.
Civil War. I mean, honestly, we're at the end times. Like,
Lord
Texas just said Biden is not the president. You know, their Texas GOP
they did just say
voted.
that.
They said it was the illegitimate.
Is that why he fell off the bike?
Uncle Joe came out of the basement.
No, I mean, he just got his foot stuck in
it's
the little
just one
pedal,
of those things where, like, no one wants to say you're wrong. People are mad that black and brown people came out and voted. People are mad. They're going to be even mad when a bunch of queer people come out and vote, you know, in November. And that's what they're irritated about. They know he lost the election. They know that they are waning.
He knows. They said he said, I can't believe this guy beat me. He knows.
Who said
that? Wasn't
Trump. They said Trump said that.
No, but who said that Trump said that?
One of his minions. I don't
know. But they did say that they only gave him positive news and positive feedback. And the polls. And here's the thing. And I said this before. Most Democrats were not cheerleaders for politicians.
100%.
You won't see us wearing the shirts and the yard signs and the cats. Like, some people will. But the majority of folks, we're just going to go vote and go home. So I get people driving down highways and byways and seeing, like, Trump signs everywhere and thinking that he won. But it's like, normal people, we really don't be standing politicians like that.
Right.
That's the difference. We be like, okay, take my vote and go.
It's not a sports team, right? You know what I'm saying?
It's just weird. And I think for some people,
it's a great parallel.
Who I was having this conversation the other day. Some people have been taught that, like, the American dream works for them, and COVID-19 was the first time that the American dream failed them.
Yeah.
And instead of saying, you know, we got to do a different policy or a different procedure, they're like, it's these black people taking over. It's these immigrants taking over. It's these trans people taking over. It's all of these things. Instead of being like, our government failed us. Our government stole millions and billions of dollars meant to invest in us. And it's holding it hostage. Instead of having that conversation, they just decided to attack other community members who didn't look like them. Yeah. And that's where we are right now.
So I did want to bring Trouble in, and then I do have some more January 6th questions. Trouble, was there anything that came out that you saw that, like, surprised you, or, like me, made you think that there was a possibility?
Yes.
Trump in handcuffs.
When they said that the panel was going to implicate Trump in fake elector plot, that's when I was like, okay, there's hope.
There's hope.
You know what I'm saying? We might get something. And I'm just hoping. So I know that the odds of him being indicted are very low, but I'm hoping that this evidence at the very least shows America why he should not be president.
Right.
Ever again.
Well, I mean, you know, for the MAGA folks, I mean, you know, he said it. I could go out and, you know, Fifth Avenue and shoot somebody, and they're going to ride with him. I mean, there was video of Trump, like, choking somebody that they wouldn't care. But like you said, this isn't about, and this is where I get kind of mad, Miracles. Like, this isn't about public perception. Like, if you see a crime, you know, you know, when we talk about Thug and Gunner, like, these are popular, right? Like, people love them in Atlanta. it didn't matter to those prosecutors. They felt like they had evidence of a crime, and they felt like they had evidence of a conspiracy. So they, indicted them. And so, like, right now, this was also there was so many wild stories coming out. I agree. The elector story, right? Trump he's on tape calling the guy in Georgia. He's on tape pressuring the state, the guy who's over the elections in Georgia to overturn the election. But then they also said that on election day, they said there was a heated fight among Supreme Court justices as to whether or not to hear arguments to overturn the election. And they were saying that one of the things that could have pushed the judges to overturn the election was to create chaos. And that what they were trying to do on January 6th was to create this chaos in order for the justices to then take up that case to try to restore something and that give the election to Trump. And Trump wrote, again, this is on Twitter, where he says, what did he say on Twitter? He says, "Be there will be wild." This is what he said.
That sounds like a party invitation. That's just like a flyer you pass out in school, right? BYOB. Bring your own bombs.
No. But I'm saying, and they did. But this is the thing, Farouk. They brought their own bombs.
That's the thing.
They brought Molotov cocktails and bombs.
Man. Listen, they came ready with all the shits, literally, because they shit on the fucking walls. They went there and shit on the walls, bro.
So I'm coming back to you, Miracle.
Can we stop talking about the defecation?
Miracle.
One episode.
It says
shit on the walls.
It says
man.
The pro-Trump lawyer, Miracle, Kenneth Chesbrough, said the odds of action before January 6th will become favorable if the justices start to fear that there will be wild chaos on January 6th. And boy, there was some wild chaos, right? On the wall.
They was with the shits.
That's why I said they came with the shits, bro.
Unless they rule by then. So why you
I'm still a good one. It's just funny. I had to say a good joke.
Miracle. Like clearly this is conspiracy to commit, like, all of it together.
First of all,
it's conspiracy to commit treason to prevent the passing of the actual transfer of power. I mean, what are we doing, Miracle?
Thomas said, first of all, what you're going to do is start talking about his ride or die and realize
Thomas.
It is what it is. First of all, but the fact is, it really shows you, I've said before, that our country is like organized crime. It's like a gang. It's
a gang. It is a gang.
You gotta pick your side and stay on your side, and it is what it is.
Don't be set tripping.
It's kind of funny to watch people be like, but they did this, yes.
And
because they're talking about overturning Roe v. Wade, they don't care about chaos. They don't care about violence. They don't care about anything.
They care about violence when somebody shows up at one of the Supreme Court justices' house. Then it's like, oh, we need the army. We need to pass these laws. It's like kids getting killed in a school. We don't care. You know what I'm saying? You come up against a Supreme Court justice, and now we gotta protect him. But like you mentioned, Jenny Thomas, the wife of Clarence Thomas. Who again?
At this point, Clarence Thomas is the husband of Jenny Thomas.
1,000%, 1,000%. But again, like, we done already had mad emails of her pressuring electors in Arizona.
She was there. She was like, listen,
pressuring people. But now here she is. It says she played a key role in efforts to pressure Vice President Pence to block the certification of Joe Biden's victory. The email showed that Thomas' efforts to overturn the election were more extensive than previously known. And so, again, you saying those are lies?
Well, everybody knew what was happening. My thing is, looking at the world today, what has changed? Like, what about the Biden presidency made you want to drive across the state
100%
and do all of these things that you did, right? When people were upset about Trump, they were upset about the lack of legal protections. They were upset about the deportations. They were upset about actual policies that were impacting their lives, from removal of health care and all these things.
Yeah. Voting rights, all of these things.
Biden done that really has harmed any person?
Particularly, I can tell you what he hasn't done.
What he hasn't done for black and brown people. But I'm saying, if I'm a white person who is
you're not negatively impacted at all. Yeah,
right. You're not. Absolutely
there's been no policies that have been like that radical.
No,
nothing has changed.
Right, and like you said, if you're like these wealthy white people, you know what I'm saying? But
you make him bank under Biden.
Well, what has changed has been they don't have access to that power. They can't do the criminality that they were doing when Trump was in charge. That's changed, right? You know what I'm saying?
It's just 2 extra pieces of paper. Now you got to have a fake foundation again to put your money through. Yeah. Now you actually got to show up at the house that you claim that you live at, like for a day or two. Like I don't get it.
Hell hath no fury like a white person inconvenienced.
It says, look. It says that a British filmmaker who had exclusive access to President Trump and his family during the final 6 weeks of the election has been subpoenaed. Oh, you got to kick that video over. Man, come on, Miracle.
That's must-see TV. Like, imagine,
it's happening, Miracle.
Imagine that Netflix doc right there, the last 6 weeks of Trump. Like January, like there needs to be a good branding around that.
Flushing stuff down the toilet,
like,
stuffing toilets
Mar-a-Lago,
down,
it's like,
stealing documents. I mean, this dude has done
it's
so
almost
much.
like comical. Like, it sounds like skech comedy at this point.
Miracle will throw his kids under the bus.
Yeah.
I will guarantee you, no matter what those videos show, it will not. He's Teflon. He'll be fine. He'll have a heart attack and pass on before he lets people drink.
Apparently, they're saying that they're setting up to throw his lawyer, Eastman, John Eastman,
now
under the bus. So but that's what they're saying. They're saying like he's gonna be the fall guy because somebody got to go. Like Miracle, if this white man can do all this criminality, there should be no more laws. There should be no. If this dude is flushing stuff down the toilet, he's stealing documents.
He was the president at the time.
Republicans are the true abolitionists. They never go to jail. They never go to jail.
Oh wow!
But what was his brother? He went to jail for the tax stuff because his accountant messed up. Oh my god!
Talking about Wesley Snipes?
Yes,
yes.
Your lawyer messing up does not absolve you of doing the wrong thing.
Man.
It's not going. It's going to be his sons. It's not going to be him.
Miracle. Somebody with the last name Trump gotta go. Somebody
probably
gotta go.
like you know how like in the Lannisters, right? Like in Game of Thrones, they had like the less valuable Lannisters, right?
The lesser Lannisters.
Yeah, the lesser ones. Jamie even killed one of his own cousins. Like Trump is gonna do this. Like, which one of you niggas means the least to my name?
It's gonna be somebody it's gonna be somebody like we never heard, like Percy Trump. Yeah, like we don't even know who that is. Who's Percy? Where did he come from?
He's from Boston.
But you made a great point, Miracle, about like it being a gang, right? Because this guy put this ad out. Man. And it was basically like a gang ad in the sense, you know what I'm saying? This is a guy, how do you pronounce his name? Greetings? Is that his name?
General Grievous. General Grievous.
Eric Greetings? I might be mispronouncing.
Oh, he had greetings, all right.
Greetings
of lead and smoke.
Greetings had grievances.
He had some grievances, yeah. Man. So he's a Republican candidate for the United States Senate in Missouri, and he released a new political advertisement. And this is some gang shit, right?
Yeah,
this is
and they pulled it from the internet.
Somebody should redo it and put like some drill music behind it. Go ahead, can you play that for us?
What, the thing?
Yeah.
I gotta get it queued up.
Okay, yes.
I gotta find it. But imagine putting some Nardo Wick behind that. No,
because cue the ad because I would like people to hear it because it was so deep. But basically, he talks about join the MAGA crew, get down with our gang. You know what I'm saying? They got guns in the video. I don't know if he threw up any signs. He probably did. But basically the ad was so violent that both Facebook and Twitter took the ad down, and his opponent actually called the police. Like, I mean, because the ad shows them breaking into somebody's house. You got it yet?
Hold on, I got to airdrop it to myself.
Okay, all right, here we go.
Oh,
okay.
wait, I can just play it off here.
All right. We ready?
Yeah, hold on. I got to get rid of that. You know, I get ads because I use Safari. Yeah.
Maybe Google.
But he was going on a Safari.
So before you play the ad, remind. So this is he's a former Missouri governor that is running for Senate. He has allegations of blackmail, sexual misconduct, and child abuse.
And revenge porn.
Right down. Revenge porn. They said in March his former wife accused him of abusive behavior, including I guess beating their son so bad that he loosened one of his teeth. You know what I'm saying? And so but he has sought the endorsement of Trump, and his campaign chair is Kimberly, what's her name? Guilfoyle, the fiance of Donald Trump Jr.
Oh, wow.
Interesting.
It gets deeper. It gets deeper. You got it? You got the gang? The gang ad for us?
Yeah, here we go.
I'm Eric Wrighton's Navy SEAL, and today we're going rhino hunting.
Pause it. Rhino is a Republican in name only.
Yes,
Which is clever.
Yes.
It's an acronym that people use to talk about Republicans who aren't progressive enough. That's been around since the early 90s.
Yes.
Interesting.
Feeds on corruption and is marked by the stripes of cowardice.
Not holding a gun in. What do you call it?
Oh, he cocked it.
Cocking the gun.
Rhino hunting.
Yeah.
Clack.
So he has... So those who can't see this, he has, a special weapons and tactics team taking a house.
No tagging limit, and it doesn't expire until we save our country.
No bagging
Wow.
and tagging is how you identify the people you
Yeah,
kill.
and he said, join the MAGA crew. Get down with the MAGA crew. We're going to toss you this weapon, and we're going to go round up.
Wait a sec. His
I'm Eric Wrighton's Navy
Pause
SEAL.
it.
his call sign at the end,
Yeah.
Greitens, U.S. Senate, conservative, outsider, Navy SEAL.
But here's the thing: the no bagging and tagging is
Yes.
just kill people and don't even.
There's no limit. That's the hunting language, right? There's no limit to
Right.
how many of these we can round up and kill and shoot.
Open season.
And this I'm saying, this is after January 6th. This is after, we've seen. We just saw, a U-Haul truck pull up to a pride rally, and then out of it, 31 white guys all dressed the same with AK-47s in the back of a U-Haul.
That just sounded wild to me. That almost sounded like a plant.
The MAGA gang,
You know what I mean?
bro. Join the MAGA gang.
But that's what they've
is that
been
is that what it
doing.
sounded like to you? Was it a plan?
No, but it was.
Was it fake news
No,
to
it
you?
wasn't. No.
MAGA Mormons.
No, don't do that. But no, it's just that was just so wild because that's not something they usually do the tiki torch shit.
No,
bro. That was before. Tiki Torch was before January 6th.
Yeah.
They did this in Philadelphia. They did this in a couple of places.
Oh, okay.
They rent various moving trucks.
Yeah.
See, I didn't know this.
Because they're aerated. The trucks are you can breathe.
Yeah.
And they really will go around to black neighborhoods, to queer neighborhoods, and just sometimes jump out and beat people.
Yeah.
Sometimes do a whole gang initiation, jump it back in the truck and go home. And this is the first time that they've been caught.
Wow. I did not know
usually
this.
the police just be like, oh, that's cute.
Yeah,
and let them leave and don't really arrest them.
And this is a group called the Patriot Front, right? This is a group that I guess they broke away from the Proud Boys or one of those groups.
Violent.
Well, they
And
were
all Aryan.
one of those groups were being investigated, right? Heavily by the feds. So they broke away and started this new, different group. You know what I'm saying? They're talking about a Christian nationalism, white supremacy. And so I guess the whole point was to intimidate the pride rally.
The infidels.
They're running up on drag queen shows. They're
damn.
They're doing mad violence. And what was so fascinating, because somebody said,
this is Kubrickian violence.
hey, bro, one of
Clockwork
them crazy. What was it? It's Marjorie Green, and what's the other one? Laura, whatever her name. One of them was like, "Oh, don't go to drag queen shows. Go to church." And somebody was like, "Well, the Catholic Church abused
all these children.
How many children? Thousands of
All
children.
the churches, the Catholic Church,
How many
the
people
Baptist
got
Church.
abused at a drag queen show? Can
Yeah.
you break that down for me?" So this was real. And so, like you said, when you talk about a gang, this is gang activity. This is white supremacist gang activity. And then it's we're set up for if they were, and this is I think where Trump's talking about chaos. You're trying to create a scenario where they're afraid to arrest you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're afraid to indict you. Clearly, this man has broken mad laws. But like you said, the Democrats fear, I believe, that if they do indict this dude, then it's going to be January 6th part 2.
Think about if he actually does go to jail.
Yes.
Like, they would have to transport him to an off-the-grid prison.
Hey, man.
He was there with El Chapo. He would be fine.
Had
to put him in one of them. What was that movie where, like, Arnold Schwarzenegger and somebody, they was
with
like...
Sylvester Stallone, they built that, like, unbreakable prison or whatever.
But it's funny. We can get people like El Chapo. We can get all these drug lords, all these people who do actual violence.
Yeah.
And then we keep saying, oh, my gosh, we just can't arrest these folks.
I mean...
Like, my thing is, if we, as a Muslim organization, did the stuff that these folks did,
as just a black organization, you know what I'm saying?
A black Muslim organization,
yeah.
We would
black
be
identity extremists.
We would be arrested.
You know what I mean?
State, the feds, everybody would get us.
100%.
These people are organizing on social media, organizing communication devices, organizing, talking about killing people, talking about kidnapping kids, all this type of stuff, and no one's doing anything about it.
No one is doing anything.
When did this become a talking point of involving the children? Like, when did the slander against the Democrats being pedophiles
so
start becoming a thing?
that
Like,
came,
when did this...
that was that Hillary Clinton Pizzagate thing, and then that was that whole thing around like, oh, Hillary and the Democrats want to like abuse children, and so like now we got to protect children. You know, you just
the whole
had,
Q thing.
You had the one black Republican kind of come out and say,
Who, Herschel Walker?
No,
the other guy.
It was another guy, but he basically said like, if he gets elected, he wanted to like put a bill out that would basically allow you to round up and kill gay people. You know what I'm saying? Whoa. Like, I mean, like queer people are negatively influencing these children. And so therefore we have to like, he said, charge them with treason. And you know what the penalty for treason would be. Like, they're openly, this is what I'm saying. They're openly talking about this with no consequences. But you did, speaking of Herschel.
Running back.
Speaking of Herschel Walker, you gonna put your little Terry Crews power joint?
Man, listen.
You got a clip of Herschel? You got
no. I thought
the white supremacy always uses like children and women to do their recruiting and its bidding, and that's what we're seeing.
Yeah, right.
Originally with Pizzagate, it was that they were sex trafficking kids,
right,
and then they were eating the bloods of kids, and of children to be stronger. And to live forever, and then obviously
I thought that was stem cells.
Something. No. They were doing something.
So they were talking about that's why like, kids go missing in democratic cities.
Yeah,
or like eating the children. It's really weird.
Yeah,
it's a spiral.
Right. But it is wild because you also got these people who are like espouting these like, we're the Christian ideals, and this was Herschel Walker, right? We're standing up for like truth and right and freedom and babies and protecting conservative ideals
and the sanctity of marriage,
right? And then come to find out, right? Because he's all over. We got to have fathers in the house, and black men got to be fathers. Then there was a video of his son where his son was like, if you have a child, you got to stop partying, you got to go support that child. And then we came to find out.
What we find out, man? Not that he had extramarital children.
Oh no! Yes. Not one, but two secret babies.
There's allegedly more.
He was an athlete. He was a professional athlete.
There's allegedly more.
But here's the thing.
But we found out about that. We found out like he's going around talking about he was a cop and an FBI agent. That's a lie, right? He's going around saying he founded some chicken business. That's a lie. Like, I mean, the dude is just.
Listen, Trump said he was the smartest person ever. If Herschel wants to lie, let Herschel lie in peace, number one.
Let him lie in peace.
Let him lie in peace.
But what if he becomes your senator, Miracle, in Georgia? What if he becomes that based upon these lies? Then what?
People know what they're voting for. Listen, everybody, listen. It's fine. Because I am moving back to Georgia. But what I always have a hard line when people bring up people's personal lives.
Yes.
When they're running for politics. But Herschel, like Bill Cosby, is one of these people who put out all of this like moral high ground stuff that they failed to live by.
Yes.
I think that's very problematic.
So is Herschel Walker going to buy NBC too?
He was trying to buy NBC.
Young Thug was actually trying to build a city, and you don't even hear people use that as a reason why the cops came down on him.
Absolutely.
When he was trying to, actually buy the block and feed the people. But
Miracle actually responded in the chat. Let that man lie.
I think there is Herschel is running because he has a loyalty to President Trump.
100%.
Again, gang. We've talked before.
Yes.
When Herschel was broke and down and out athlete, Trump hired him, and ever since then,
and Trump drafted him in the USFL, gave him a big contract.
Did you say the USFL?
Yes.
Yeah, it's not even. It was some type of.
No, it was USFL.
Yeah,
it was
United
like
States Football League.
The NFL had a competitor, and Trump was like frozen out to buy an NFL team, and so he bought a team. He created his own league,
and it actually looked really threatening for the NFL.
And part of it was
the NFL run for the money.
Like when Herschel Walker was drafted by Trump's team, it was the biggest contract in the history of professional football. And so I get it. Like, this is your man. You were down and out. He always was there to kick you some money. And now he has you in a position where you possibly can run for Senate. But it's like, don't try to say you support truth and values and fatherhood and all this stuff, and that's not what you're really doing. But I mean, that's what Trump did. I mean, so he's really following
the blueprint,
this conservative blueprint. Yeah.
Things. That's why they look apart. I said this before. Trump being a CEO has been about him being able to pick and choose people who are desperate enough to be loyal to him.
100%.
Whether they're good, bad, whether they're skilled, he has been able to just pick people who will go along with 100%. What he needs. And that part is like fascinating to me.
Fuck Donald Trump.
Fuck Donald Trump. We should have played that.
Like, to me, it's like, because it's about how do you pick people who are like going to not betray you, be loyal to you. Like, people go to jail for him willingly.
100%.
I just could never.
That's some cold shit.
And it's just, but
it is.
It's no different than like Jim Jones or you know what I mean. Who was the other cult leader?
A bunch of them, man.
Yeah, a bunch of them. Yeah, man.
I was looking at someone particular, but
Elon Musk probably is another.
The fact that y'all buying cars that can track
social media network
and you can burn alive in them is too much for me.
Yeah, but it is wild to see kind of Elon Musk kind of really kind of morphing into Trump, right? It's a MAGA morphosis of Elon Musk, right?
Man.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, he did come from apartheid.
100%, and he does have like several, his company has how many lawsuits? 7, 8, 9, 10 lawsuits about discrimination. And his response is like, just buck up and suck it up and keep working. You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess there was a bunch of employees like criticized him. They all got fired. So it's very, very Trumpian. But I guess I don't know if Trump is down with him because I guess he said he's supporting Governor Ron DeSantis. And then DeSantis commented on his support from Elon Musk. You want to play that?
Senator Elon Musk said this morning that he would vote for you if you were to run for president.
Elon Musk. So what I would say, I'm focused on 2022, but with Elon Musk, what I would say is, I welcome support from African Americans. What can I say?
Just like erasure. I hate it.
Hey,
y'all let this happen.
It's like they just throwing it in our face. They don't give a damn. I mean, they basically, like you said, we saw what happened in Texas with the Republicans. They're basically like putting a line in the sand. And they're like, we're for white people, period, in the story. We don't want no blacks. We don't want no, I guess maybe Afro-Latina folks, you know what I'm saying?
Asians, no gays.
No Asians, no gays, none of that. You know what I'm saying?
That the largest gay organization is the Log Cabin Republicans. And the Texas GOP say, y'all can't come here. It's like hilarious to me. And so
so what does that leave them? That's a great question. Like,
it leads
out in the cold with a thin sweater.
You're going to see a bunch of queer people being hella anti-black, being hella anti-immigrant. You had Caitlyn Jenner talking about ban trans women and trans girls from sports.
Yeah.
You're going to see a bunch of LGBT folks really double down because they're trying to get that benefit and that elasticity, as I like to say, of white supremacy and have it come and bring them back into the fold. Like, they're not going to be fighting to make the GOP better or more equitable. They're going to be like, I'm a bigot too, let me in.
Yeah.
I'm just a rainbow bigot.
Yeah. But it is wild. And it's like when, like you said, when now the attack from your own party comes on you.
Yeah.
But I mean, it'll be that same kind of cognitive dissonance that these black Republicans have.
Absolutely. And then you think you're safe. It's like, you think you're safe. You think you're safe until they've got everybody they wanted. Yeah. And now it's you. Until
they pull a U-Haul up to your house. You know what I'm saying? And 31 white guys, come out the back with AK-47s, and then you realize that you're messed up.
Right.
Did we want to get into this kind of Spider-Man cartoon or this Marvel comic? I mean, I know you're a big comic book fan, but apparently Marvel is facing backlash for a Miles Morales Thor comic featuring racial stereotypes. A new Marvel comic which reimagines what would have happened if Miles Morales, who is the black Spider-Man, I mean, I think he's queer too, right? Is it Miles Morales?
Yeah, he was black and queer, black Puerto Rican and queer,
right? Became Thor instead of Spider-Man, and it makes me wonder, who wrote this?
So
were black people around? You know what I'm saying?
And that's the thing. The original creators, Brian Bendis, he created Miles Morales, but Jason Reynolds was the black author who kind of took Miles Morales into
they said
another level.
Hey, they said all the 5 realms of Asgard is his hood. And they actually got a picture of Asgard with graffiti on it and sneakers hanging from a wire.
That's inclusivity.
I'm about to say, that kind of sound like every area I grew up in.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, I mean, hey,
when we come in, we immediately throw shoes over the power line, and we just start spray painting everywhere.
Hey man,
I am pitching a beautification art project for that very thing.
I'm about to say, it's just that's beautifying. That's what we use graffiti for, was to clean up light.
He said, hey, this hammer is too clean. Let me throw some graffiti on the hammer.
Throw some bodies on the hammer.
It's a hammer, Miracle.
Street art.
It's street art. What kind of hammer are we talking about?
It's reflecting his identity in the...
Apparently, when Miles Morales takes out his Thor hammer, he says...
Hammer time.
It's hammer time. Hey, yo, white people, come on, man. Really?
Man.
Really?
What is the normal thing when they throw the hand? What does he normally say?
He doesn't say any. Well, so originally, the original Thor comic, he was when he was cast out of Asgard, he was called Unworthy. He came to Earth as a lawyer, Donald Blake, and he would smack his umbrella on the ground twice, and then he'd put it up in the air. And then Odin, the All-Father, would give him the power.
So there was no catchphrase.
No, that was the Thundercats. Or He-Man. What was it? I have the power.
Yeah, that's He-Man.
That's He-Man. Yeah. And by the power of Grayskull. That was He-Man.
Yeah, that was He-Man.
Masters of the
But, I mean, he was just right. He didn't have, but, I mean...
He-Man, what did Lionel say?
Thunder.
Thunder. Oh, yeah.
But now, Miles Morales says, by Odin's fade.
By Odin's fade.
I'm not mad at that, though. I'm really not mad at that.
Yo. Come on, man.
So
are black people around?
Probably not.
Is it black? They're saying yo, y'all can't do this. I mean, come on, man. Dennis, is he by Odin's
But
face?
It used to be by Odin's beard.
Is he?
So,
Is
Odin's
Asgard?
I thought it was by his fade.
No, because the saying
by Odin's fade.
Odin's beard.
You about to catch a fair
So
one
that's the thing. I'm not that mad at that one. Because if the saying is Odin's beard and you say
he can't have a beard now, bro. He got a fade.
I mean,
he got because all niggas get faded, right?
I mean, I got a fade in a beard. You got a fade in a beard.
I do.
By the series beard. That's what we're gonna say from now on.
But I mean, I guess like it reminds me. It's like, are they going to have a watermelon eating contest in Asgard on Juneteenth? I mean, like, come
They're gonna have
on,
mead.
like to me, this is like some white person's idea of what blackness is.
Yeah,
And
no,
this
And
is-
it's like,
absolutely-
this
it
is what
absolutely is.
blackness is, or the hood is, and so that's what we got to do. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
because I'm looking at the author right now. He
He's white.
looks like a white man who sat there and just thought, okay, how many black references can I
Yes.
put into
Yeah.
this comic?
Yes.
He just researched hashtags.
Yeah.
Like he really just researched hashtags and
he
drew
may
it.
have grown up in the hood of someplace.
It
his
don't
name
look
is-
like he grew
No,
up.
his name is Brian Michael Bendis.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's 54 years old. Says from Cleveland, so maybe, I don't know. Maybe
East side. He from.
you know what I'm saying? Right.
Maybe
He was,
that's how-
he was,
maybe that's
he was a
Cleveland's
bone. He
way.
was a Bone Thugs
Yeah,
and Harmony.
I don't know. Maybe that's how people in Cleveland talk.
Yeah, no, Miracle. I mean, this is, again, it's like white people, it's okay. Like, if you're writing for, and this is the thing, like, if, like, there's enough of us now where we can tell our own stories, right?
Yeah.
Like, and you saw that where
Good
they had the Black,
collaboration.
remember they had the Black Panther and Ta-Nehisi Coates wrote
I
one.
have all those. Yeah,
who's
I
the
have-
sister
yeah.
from Pittsburgh that wrote one?
met
That's
her multiple times.
yeah, she wrote one.
Yeah,
she's doing amazing work. We'll look that up. But yeah, I mean, so like, why? I mean, so come on, bro. And then it's like, is there an editor somewhere around that's like, hey,
there
yo,
is.
we probably don't want to put this on the shelf. I mean, he probably thought he thought he ate. Huh?
He's like, man.
He was like, "Oh, I
He's
ate
like,
with
man,
this
these
one."
niggas
Wait-
is gonna love this shit.
Wait till they see. Wait till they see the graffiti hammer.
Juneteenth
Hey, yo.
Thor for
Juneteenth Thor.
Hey,
Yona
it's hammer
Harvey.
time. Oh, come on, Yona Harvey. Yeah,
Yona
shout out to
Harvey.
Yona Harvey.
But
So,
see,
go ahead.
you know how many people are going to have a tattoo of Miles Morales with their
With the graffiti. Hey, somebody wrote, they said, Marvel comic writer. Okay, so if Miles Morales was Thanos, he would collect the Infinity Rocks onto an Infinity chain.
I wouldn't be mad at
on the
that.
spinners?
Stop that, man.
Wouldn't be mad at that.
Hey, Mac.
So-
The
come on,
MAGA
man, calm
morphosis
down.
Muslim. That's the
Calm
person.
I wouldn't be
down.
mad at that. Shit would be kind of hot.
He gonna have a chain.
That shit would be kind of
No,
hot.
brother.
This is my take as a writer, right?
Come on, yeah.
As a writer, if you're going to write from an alternate perspective,
Yes.
I think it's lazy to just use a whole bunch of stereotypes.
Super lazy.
You know
I
what
mean,
I'm
yes,
saying?
yes.
Super
But
lazy.
comic books have always been stereotypical.
100%. But like, it's 2022. Like, we can expect more.
And they still shitting on the walls at the Capitol. Right?
But it is weird. It's like, you know, we didn't get a chance to, the black woman's in Star Wars and all the white Star Wars
Yeah.
guys are all upset. I mean, it's like, come on, man. Like, look, and what it is, and I think we're seeing this is like, it's like it's that Make America, it's that MAGA shit. Like, you want to try to hold on. Yo, the 50s ain't coming back, homies. Like, white
you really
folks,
don't
like
think
racist white
like
folks,
an
the 50s
infinity
ain't coming
chain, like a Cuban link.
No,
like a
brother.
Cuban link with
that
all
is-
the infinity. That
that's
should be
lazy,
fucking hot.
right? And he
So
get,
when he
get, man, you know what I mean?
introduces
and he would get like
Oz
he
and
would get
Trump.
like he would get like his power would come from his wave cap, and when he put his wave cap on and tied it, like all his power,
Alter reality.
he don't need a cape. He just got a wave cap. You know
Man.
what I'm saying?
Ideas.
Come on, bro, stop.
These are
man.
ideas.
I'm thinking only built for Cuban links
No,
for the
no.
infinity.
So
that
you
shit
know
be
when
hot.
he introduces Oz and Trump at the Pittsburgh rally, he's going to have an infinity
Please,
Cuban
he gonna have an
link and
infinity Cuban
and
link
a wave
chain.
cap.
He gonna have a Miles Morales
I
with
need
Thor
an
hammer,
infinity Cuban link
graffiti
now.
Thor hammer. No, but I'm
Please
just saying.
don't.
I'm just saying. It's like, and
Please
this is
don't.
like I said to the white folks. We're not going back. We're not going back to 1950s. We're not going back. Like, we can't even financially go back.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To like a household where like somebody stays home and one person works. We can't even financially go back. But it's like, you want, like, hey, guess what, man? People are comfortable being themselves now. You know what I'm saying? People are comfortable doing different things now. Like, you can't stop this. You know what I'm saying? But it's like they're trying to stop it. You can't. Cats out the bag. We here now, man. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, you can't stop us, man.
Can't stop.
White supremacy's going out, man. We watching it. We're watching it die, and it's like,
Cuban
wow.
link, man. I want
Come
that
on, man.
infinity chain
So
Cuban link, bro.
we do have. Do you want to introduce our white pages?
White
Yes.
pages, hum.
We should all say that at the same
We
time.
should, man. I've been trying. I've been hoping.
I won't be singing it. I don't know. I'm not a fan.
You got them. Oh, yeah. You're not a fan of the drop. So this week's white pages is called "Seen and Unseen: Technology, Social Media, and the Fight for Racial Justice." Written by Mark Lamont Hill and Todd Brewster, a New York Times best-selling book. And so, yeah, a book that just came out, you know, shout out to Mark Lamont Hill and Todd Brewster, and how technology and social media and the fight for racial justice. So this is our white pages for today. Do we have any upcoming call to actions or events happening?
This Friday?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Inside Outside series at Pittsburgh Playhouse.
Yes.
We start off the first of 3 events.
Yes.
And this is the R&B showcase, right?
This is the R&B showcase.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Indeed. And we have some super dope R&B artists. Some of them that you've heard. One of them you probably haven't, which I'm excited for you to hear. It's going to be dope. They're all amazing.
Who's the one that we haven't heard of?
Robin Grayson.
Okay, Robin Grayson is banging.
Yes.
All right. So we got Deja Monet. You know what I'm saying? Who's
Josiah Council.
pretty well known. No,
we have Monty and the Mob.
Monty and the Mob, my
Okay,
brother.
okay.
Deja Monet, Robin Grayson, and Monty and the Mob. So come out. I'll be in the house. One Hood will be in the house. DJ QRX will be DJing. It'll be at Pittsburgh Playhouse, and it'll be in the first of this 3 concert series that we're doing. We're also doing a hip hop show that will be announced shortly. We're doing a Next Level Slam.
Yes.
In collaboration with Alumni
ATC,
Theater Company.
yep.
Yeah. That you can sign up for now. So we got a lot coming up. And so it's gonna be pretty dope. So hopefully we'll see y'all this Friday. Anything else happening? Miracle?
I mean, a little inauguration thing happened.
Oh yeah, the inauguration. You know, we get to witness in person Mayor Gainey's inauguration celebration. That'll be dope. You know what I'm saying? It was really cool to do our event with the Pirates, and we didn't know that he was going to throw out the first pitch. So it was cool to, you know, we were recognized on field before the game, and to see Mayor Gainey, and he threw a strike. You know what I'm saying? He threw a strike.
I didn't get the chance to see the pitch.
Yeah, he did. They had the parrot was his catcher.
Okay, yeah.
Threw it right to the parrot. You know what I'm saying? Did his thing. So yeah, that was dope. And it was just like you said, Miracle. It was good to see, you know, a lot of black art in Pittsburgh this weekend, a lot of concerts, a lot of different things happening. So
there definitely was a lot of different things happening.
I'm pulling it up now, but also if you're an artist and you want to practice your art or learn about being a muralist, this weekend at the Nafisi House, I think from 12 to 4.
Oh, dope.
Come and, you know, do the mural. That's this weekend.
Very good.
Also, we talked about like queer families.
Yeah.
Hugh Lane Foundation is doing a queer family cookout on this Saturday.
Oh, dope.
So you can reach out to them. I know it was just World Refugee Day, so they want to shout out all the orgs doing great work here in the city of Pittsburgh.
Absolutely.
Livable. And you know, that's what it is.
Yeah, absolutely. So, and then we also have here at One Hood, our Media Academy is back into effect. We didn't have open studio on Juneteenth, but next Monday, next Tuesday, you can come to next Monday, open studio, next Tuesday, Media Academy. So come holler at us, kick it with us. You know what I'm saying? We here.
Last thing, because I forgot, next Tuesday at 6 p.m., I'm hosting a conversation with the Heinz History Center.
Yes.
It's for free.
Yes.
Talking about the history of voting rights in America. It's in person and virtual to be COVID, friendly. And so please sign up. It's a free program. You can learn just about like voting rights and how it's under attack here in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, it was
some really cool programming having.
It was a woman that is a part of the that you'll be moderating that she was like ran SNCC, you know what I'm saying? Which I thought was really cool. Like, you know, here we are kind of going through that same thing where we're pushing back on voting rights, and you have somebody that has experienced that. Freedom is a constant struggle. African Americans at the ballot. Annie Pearl Avery was project director of the Student Nonviolence Coordinating Committee. That should be pretty dope, you know what I'm saying? And she marched on Edmund Pettus Bridge. And so to learn about that history, it's free if you want to be there in person, or if you want to, you know what I'm saying, tune in virtually, you can do that as well. And then, you know, we will be doing next Tuesday What Black Pittsburgh Needs to Know. We'll be back as well. And so we hope to see y'all. So with that being said, last words.
Never lose sight.
Trump going to jail.
Listen to Beyonce.
Listen to Beyonce.
Give me that Cuban Link Infinity chant.
No, sir. Well, I guess Benjamin, whoever that writer, maybe he'll have it for you.
Yeah, I need to holler at Bambala to get me one.
All right, so till the next time. This week in White Supremacy.
He almost said this week in
This week in White Supremacy. We out. Almost.
It's fine.
house. Slave souls haunt the halls when the light is out. Accept the blood of your poor and the wet they mouth. The last gas of a world that is dying out.